And so we have a new government. The next government will be formed by Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, regional independent TDs and the two Kerry Healy-Rae TDs, Michael Healy-Rae and Danny Healy-Rae. The regional independent group are going to have 4 ministers, 2 super juniors and 2 junior ministers. They also, of course, have already elected the Ceann Comhairle. So how exactly will this new government work? The 2 super juniors will be Sean Kenny, who will serve as a Minister of State at the Department of Transport, and Noel Grealish, who will serve as a Minister of State at the Department of Agriculture. Marion Harkin will be Minister of State at the Department of Further and Higher Education. Meanwhile, Kevin Boxer-Moran will return to the OPW as Minister there. Sean Kenny will also work with Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael and attend those pre-cabinet crucial leader meetings where he will have a say as to what decisions the government makes and decide government policy on behalf of the regional group. Next Wednesday, Micheál Martin will be voted Taoiseach for a second time. He will serve a total of 3 years, while Simon Harris will begin his work as Taoiseach. He will also work as Cabinet Minister in the Department of Foreign Affairs, which will be beefed up by trade. After Micheál Martin finishes up his term as Taoiseach in November 2027, Simon Harris, or the then leader of Fine Gael, will then take over. The programme for government, which has been debated hotly in government buildings for weeks on end now, has also been published this afternoon, and TDs in Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and in the regional groupings are currently looking at it and debating it. Among the many promises that are being made include the promise for 300,000 homes to be built by the end of the decade, a new special policing force just for buses and trains, the promise to reduce the pupil-teacher ratio in primary schools, as well as improvements in the health service. The new government will bring in a lower VAT rate of 9% for the food, services and hospitality sector, as well as cap childcare fees at €200 per month. There will also be a cut to PRSI for employers. The pension age will stay at 66, and there will also be plans to increase the weekly pension rates in every budget. There will also be a shake-up of government departments. The Department of Integration is going to lose the responsibility that it has for immigration, and that will be put into its own dedicated division in the Department of Justice. Meanwhile, the Department of Public Expenditure is going to gain a new division dedicated to public infrastructure. Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael enjoying the support of both regional independent TDs and the Healy-Rae brothers now means that the two parties are hoping for a stable enough next 5 years in government. Over the next week, we're going to see the membership of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael vote and sign off on the proposed programme for government. Next Wednesday, Micheál Martin will be voted in as the next Taoiseach, where he is going to appoint his cabinet ministers and ministers of state. After that, work begins on the next government as Dáil business and cabinet business resumes, and the time will finally come to fulfil some of those election promises.